Okay.
Um, in his book, he bragged about killing 25 Taliban members. Now, in my opinion, he has to be really stupid or just doesn't read to know that there's a large Muslim Islam population in Great Britain.
Boy.
So to just think he's going to jump back there with no apology about that, with no public statement, with no and act like that's okay, his return is okay, not only with British citizens who now are largely Muslim as well.
Oh my God!
Who does he think he is? Just offending, insulting, violating everybody, but I'm going back. Well, what you have a lot of a lot of apologizing to do at a minimal before you do that. But I think it's a stupid move on his part. I think he's lost. He needs years of counseling, and I think he's again with Arrested Development, in my opinion. I think he's living in a fantasy world now, and he wants an opiate, a Band-Aid, an escape. Escapism doesn't work with all the damage he's done.
Fact.
He's got to take another approach.
And he made himself a security target. That's the thing. He made himself a security target by revealing that information. And then he wants his dad to come in and force the British government to fund his security. That's not how it works. There has to be a division between the royal family and the government.
Are you serious?
I mean, this Mail on Sunday article said one friend has already devised a strategy for how Harry might begin moving in UK circles again, even carrying out very low-key royal duties. Although the Duke is said to be open to ideas from many sources.
Nice.
A source said that the friend believes if Harry comes back to the UK with zero fuss and does zero publicity and attends very mundane events, he could prove himself and win over the British public again. Nuh-uh. Ain't happening. Because you know who the British public trust? They trust the late Queen Elizabeth II. And it was her decision, Sam, that he had to make a choice. You can't be a part-time royal. You can't be cashing in on your title at some points of the day in order to make millions from Netflix and then try and serve the British public for the rest of the day.
Yes, exactly.
So, unfortunately, I don't believe he will be able to win the British public over. And what I cannot work out, Sam, is why the Daily Mail, where I used to work, has decided to become the mouthpiece, the propagandist for this Rehabilitate Harry, Operation Bring Harry In From the Cold. Every single week, they are pushing this narrative.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And they've actually run some disgusting columns this week, Sam, heaping the pressure on Prince William to take his brother back. It's like, do you not think Prince William has enough going on at the moment?
Yeah, right.
Heir to the throne, father's got really serious cancer, wife has cancer. Do you really think at the moment his priority should be trying to rehabilitate Prince Harry?
Let me put it in a language you can understand.
This just goes to show you how sick PR is, and I think there are still some people there who are under the hub of their PR who are very left skewed and very, wanting Harry to come back into the fold.
Yes!
I to get back to what we were saying, sometimes you just got to laugh. And the only realistic thing I think he could do if he comes back into the quote fold would be if the palace brings back the role of court jester. There he has it.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have a good sense of humor anymore. He's a misery guts. He's a complete misery guts. In the meantime, Sam, what we're seeing is your sister launched this publicity drive. Did you see the cover of Us Weekly with this absolutely sycophantic piece about how she's become such great friends with Ellen DeGeneres? Well, wasn't that a bit ridiculous given that Ellen has pretty much become one of the most disliked celebrities on Hollywood?
Well, duh.
If she's the person backing you, isn't that very odd given that they've both been accused of the same thing, treating the public like pieces of,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Shut up, bro.
Exact birds of a feather. And I gotta say, wait, what happened to all the A-listers? Ellen DeGeneres is not an A-lister. So while everyone else in Hollywood has like abandoned ship because they know better, they've seen enough, been there, seen that, done that. No, thank you.
Are you sure about that?
I think it would be easy to want to crawl back to Ellen DeGeneres. In my opinion, it's foolhardy. And let's not forget the fact that Us Weekly reportedly is also under the hub of her paid PR. So you see Vanity Fair, Mademoiselle, Elle, there are several magazines that are still writing stupid fluff stories about her. And we all see it right away. And we're like, whatever. It doesn't work, but keep crying, keep grinding the organ monkey. It's crazy, in my opinion.
Let me tell you, Sam, because one of my jobs on this show, as you know, is to expose the mainstream media and what's going on.
Good job.
So if people are wondering why all of a sudden Us Weekly have done this complete 180 and they are now propagandists for Meghan Markle, if you're wondering why, let me tell you.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
Us Weekly has a new boss, a new editor-in-chief. He's a guy called Dan Wakeford. Well, guess where Dan Wakeford used to work? People magazine. He was the propagandist for Meghan Markle. So what he's done is he's got this new job. He's trying to sell Us Weekly, and he has said, we will run these positive puff pieces on Meghan. So...
Alrighty, so let's actually get to what Meghan Markle and Prince Harry actually said. Because, I mean, what difficult lives they lead. It is one of the saddest stories I've ever heard. I mean, a prince, grew up a prince, was shielded from his own idiocy for literally years. Remember, Prince Harry was a guy who just, back in 2005, dressed up in like a full-on Nazi uniform at a Halloween party. Damn! Right, so, like Ralph Northam, would just never happened, right? It's pretty incredible how that guy is now Captain Woke. So that's exciting stuff.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Repentance is possible, people. All you have to do is take your entire family and just toss them under the bus. And meanwhile, Meghan, what a victim. What a difficult life she has led. I can't speak enough about what a heroine she is. I mean, just the amount of heroism that she displayed by going on Oprah and ripping on her in-laws' family for fame and fortune. I mean, truly incredible stuff. It's tough. It's tough.
Is y'all right upstairs?
I mean, so many tough things have happened to Meghan Markle. Like one time Kate Middleton taught her to curtsy, or Prince Harry taught her to curtsy right before she met the Queen. It's just because she was an ignorant American, you see. And then she was ushered into the halls back. But then she saw the flaws in the royal family in a way no one else could.
Well, duh.
Because she'd experienced American-style racism, so she was shocked to see it in the halls of royalty. That's it. By the way, Netflix movie coming out in a year. Watch. Starring them, probably.
Shut up, bro.
Right, well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she'll recast herself, but I don't know. Maybe she likes seeing herself on film. Who the hell knows? In any case, here she was explaining, the Prince Harry taught her to curtsy. She was just a little down-home girl from America, and she came in, and she had to learn the ways of the royals, but only she was able to identify their deepest secret flaw.
Is y'all right upstairs?
Racism. Here we go, with Oprah.
Let's go.
Harry and I are in the car, and he says, okay, well, my grandmother's there, so you're going to meet her. Oh, great. I loved my grandmother. I used to take care of my grandmother. This is great. He goes, right, do you know how to curtsy?
We don't do that here.
What? He said, do you know how to curtsy? Now, I thought genuinely that was what happens outside.
Yeah.
I thought that was part of the fanfare. Or I didn't think that's what happens inside. And I said, but it's your grandmother. He goes, it's the Queen.
What do you mean by that? Wow.
And that was really the first moment that the penny dropped.
Oh, my God. She never realized she was supposed to curtsy before the Queen. So that's, what a difficult, how difficult must that have been? To have to curtsy before the Queen of England? My God, how humiliating. You know, like every other human who curtsies before the Queen of England or bows before the Queen of England. Can't believe it. Just crazy. Crazy stuff.
That doesn't make sense.
And that's when the penny dropped and she was about to learn of the predations of the royals. And by the way, it's not all on Meghan Markle. Harry's the actual villain of this piece. Okay, Harry grew up with these people, and now he's just dumping all over his entire family. Harry is a bag of garbage. Harry is terrible.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Harry was Captain, I'm going to dress up however I want to dress up. I'm going to go to Las Vegas and get naked and smoke pot on the basis of my royal heritage. And then he's like, and you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to take my entire family. I'm just going to drive up this bus over them, back up the bus over them, because my wife, who wants to be a famous actress and wasn't very good in Suits, now she wants it. So I'm going to go right along.
I don't like where this is going.
The real villain here is not even Meghan. Right? Meghan is whatever Meghan is. Harry is the one who's the villain. It's his family, right? So whatever I think of Meghan, I think twice as badly of Harry. Okay, so then Meghan Markle starts talking about how difficult, she starts talking about how racist everyone was. And she relates a conversation in which apparently somebody asked how dark her son's skin would be.
What?
Now, this would be an excellent time for Oprah, being the interviewer, to ask, okay, can you name a name? I mean, that would be if someone says something as overtly racist as, how dark is your son's skin going to be? First of all, what kind of stupid, I'm just going to say it. I don't believe that happened. I don't think that happened. Honest to God, I don't think it happened. The reason I don't think that happened is because no one says anything like that. That's a ridiculous question. How dark is your son's skin going to be? Like, beyond like the racism of it, the actual stupidity, like the human stupidity of having to ask that question. Do you not know what biracial children look like? Like, that's what? Okay, so I don't believe this for a second, but here she is saying a thing I don't. Plus, maybe it's true, and she's such a bad actress that I can't even tell that it's true. That's possible too. Here is Meghan Markle.
In those months when I was pregnant, all around this same time, so we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title.
Okay.
And also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
So that was a f***ing lie.
Cut away to Oprah looking all shocked. Yeah. And of course she connects the fact that Harry, who is like ninth in line for the throne at this point, that Harry is not going to get the security and he's not going to get all this stuff. And again, I believe at this point they'd already decided they wanted to move to America.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
That was going to be the basis for, it was all about skin color. Of course, it was all about the racism.